Good evening and welcome to Facebook Live. Evening. It's a long time since I've done a live, so bear with me. Yay! Thanks, Lynn. Thanks for joining me. I am a bit early actually. I thought I would come on and give people a chance to join us. I hope you can hear me okay. Actually, I can't see the green. Let's just try. Okay. Maybe somebody could give me some thumbs up when you come on. Excellent. Well, there were some thumbs up there, so I'm taking it that Lynn, you can hear me, and I'm glad you finished all your jobs in time. A bit earlier than normal for me, but I thought, why not? Right, so I'm just going to give people a chance to come on. Hi, Yvonne. It's like I was just saying, it's been a while since I have done a live, and I have to apologise. I'm going to blame my brother for coming over from Oz, and haven't seen him for quite a while, so it was a really lovely opportunity to spend time with him. So sorry. Hi Jane. Hi Maxine. Thank you, Lynn. Hi Jax. Oh, how long to my cruise? Well, if you go onto my account, there's 40 days. But if you go onto my cousin's account, who we're going with, she's going in 39 days. So if she's going on a cruise and she hasn't told me that she's going on a different one, I don't know. It's either 39 or 40 days. But not long. And hi Ruth. Hi Philippa. Hi Tracy. Excellent. Okay, so I was playing the other day, and it's like, you know, when you have a light bulb moment, when it's like, why have I never thought to do that before? I don't know if it was that I've seen something that spurred me on. I'm sure Marion has probably shown me it before, but yeah, it was a bit of a light bulb moment, and why have I never thought to do that before? So bear with me a second. Sorry, there's lots more people. So Sue's joined us, and also Kathy. So good evening. And Gail. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera. And Catherine. Oh, she's lovely. Thank you. Right, let me flip the camera and I'll show you, and then I can talk, because I'd much rather you looked at the cards and everything than me. So bear with me a minute. Let's just get everything in the right place. Now, the cable's all around my phone. Sorry, and I have to have it on charge, otherwise I worry that it's gonna run out. Okay, so like I was saying, it was a bit of a light bulb moment, and can you see how beautiful that sentiment looks? And what that is, that's actually been foiled, and I don't know why I've never thought about it before. Did the same with my leaf die. So again, that's for this time, it's in copper, and I did the With Love in copper as well. Just try and get it in the camera in the right light so that you can see how lovely that looks. If I move it around, yeah, look at that. Hi Virginia, hi Sandy, hi Angie. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so my light bulb moment was, and I'm sure, like I say, I'm sure I've seen this probably before and just totally forgotten about it. But if you have Fab Foilers, the solid panels, you can die cut whatever you want. So whatever you might have in your dies, you can die cut that shape and foil it. Hence, I die cut my happy birthday sentiments, or hazels, sorry. And then foiled those, and then also I thought, oh, I'll do my leaf. And I really loved this as well. I saw this technique where using, again, I use my die, I use my dinky square die, So the stamping is just done in black and white, but you do a bit of stenciling behind it. So it's got a pop of colour, but not coloured in as in properly. But I did do a bit of stenciling as well in the background. So I'm going to do that. And then this one I just stenciled the background. So I'm going to do that and also show you about using the Fab Foilers. Hi Anne, hi Brian, hi Penny, hi Jill. Oh, this is just like old times, isn't it? It's lovely. So thank you. So these foils are just, sorry, these panels are completely covered in toner ink, which is what the Fab Foils will stick to when you add a little bit of heat. And I'm going to use my laminator tonight. So I won't put that on just yet because it does heat up quite quickly. But I got to thinking, oh, I love Hazel's, hang on, square frame. I love putting them together and making this into, I can't even hold them properly, like layering the three up, obviously getting it lined up properly and taping those together and using those. So that's what I did. And I have die cut from the solid panels so that I've got a piece of it's like card, but it's not, I don't know what GSM it is. Oh, 250. So it's not rigid, but it's sturdy. It's nice and sturdy. Thank you, Jane. I love the colour combo too. Philippa, I mean, I'm sure I must have seen it before and just totally forgotten. But yeah, what a great idea. So any dies that you've got, you can now die cut them out of the panels and you can foil them. So I thought I would foil Hazel's lovely frame because I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And they are back in stock, but I have to say, if you want them and didn't have them before, don't wait too long because my stock's gone. So yeah, so if you do want them, be quick. Hi Marion, hi Val, hi Jennifer, hi Joe. If I've got any stockists, and I know I've got Joe watching now, I don't know if any other stockists are watching. If you stock the Wow Fab Foilers in the solid panels, then please feel free to put a link onto your website so that people know where they can get them. If not, then if you go to Wow Embossing Powder UK, they will have them on their website. But if any of the stockists, I don't know if Hazel's watching, I know Joe's watching now. Hi Vanessa, hi Angie. Yeah, so they will be available on the Wow Embossing website anyway. So I've also got, so I die cut Hazel's frame, and then I thought, oh, I'm going to die cut a big happy and have a go at foiling that as well. And then I know about the birthday because I've already done that. And then I thought, oh, I'm going to do one of my beautiful blooms as well because I just love this. So I'm going to foil these as well. So I'm going to do something along the lines of this, but I'm probably going to change it up slightly. But I just thought it was a lovely idea. I love the big outline just in black and white, but just with that hint of colour. And tonight I'm going to use mustard seed, ripe persimmon and picked raspberry. Oh, okay, so Jo does do them, but she's out of stock at the moment, but she'll be getting them back in. They really are just absolutely brilliant. They do come, well, don't only do them as plain, they do them as, they have words, and they've got different backgrounds and patterns, and then sentiments, and again different backgrounds that you can foil, and they all work beautifully with the Fab Foil. And like I say, I always use it through my laminator. And don't forget as well, so any of the foilables, I've got lots of packets in here, so any of my foilables will all work in exactly the same way. So just using it with the laminator and the Fab Foil will give you fabulous results. But I just thought this was slightly different. Oh, lost me. What have I done with my panels? They are. Yeah, I just felt that with the panels, it gives you such a different look by using them with the dies. So to start with, I used I have got a 6x6 square card, and I used the biggest square that I used to cut out my frame to cut it out of a piece of card so that I can use this like a stencil. Now I could have cut it out of acetate, out of mylar, but I've just cut it out of card for now. And a little help to get this lined up. Actually, I'm going to bring in my make art board. I'm going to move those out of the way because I do really love that this holds it down, but I also wanted to show you different ways. Right, so with this you get a ruler, so I know that 0 is the center point and it's 6 inches, and so if I just line it up either side of the, good if you had it up the right way, either side of the 3-inch line, then I know that that is in the middle. Because trying to line this up in the middle, have I got the same distance here on each side? I don't think I have. So what I thought I would do was, because I've already die cut my piece, I can place this down on my card and get it where I want it so that I'm happy with it. And then I can bring this piece in and line it up, and look at that, it wasn't. Now I'm doubting that I've got it on straight. Right, let's do it again. Let's just make sure. So if I put that, put a magnet and a magnet, and then I can put my piece of card over the top. So now I know where to position my stencil. And then I can take that bit out so that I can now ink this area here. And let me just move my bits out of the way, and then I should be able to move these back in. And I have been flipping the lids over so that I put my brushes in the lids. I'm not sure you'll be able to see that, just about maybe. So I don't pick up the wrong brush. I'm not going to try moving it over because my camera's, yeah, I'm not there. I can just about see the lids. Okay, so right, I haven't, Lorraine, don't worry, it doesn't matter. You can be late. Yes, you could. You can absolutely die cut anything you like from these sheets. They're not too thick, so they will take something delicate. I mean, this was very delicate. My leaves, very fine. Die cut that beautifully. I'm obviously going to keep all of this because this will be good for words, and I can use it all up. Right, okay, so I think that view is all right. Sorry about the light reflecting on it a little bit, but so I'm going to pick up some colour, and I'm going to bring my blending tool in, and I'm going to start blending some colour down into my square. So I'm going to have some colour behind where I'm going to put my foiled frame when I've done it. Now, I don't want my colour to be too dark because I'm going to bring in my stencil, and I'm just going to place this down over the top of the pink. And I decided to do it this way so that the pattern's not exactly going to line up or anything, but because it's too narrow to do the whole thing and the pattern doesn't line up, I just thought it doesn't really matter if it's a bit random. I quite liked how it came out when I did it. So I'm going over now and I'm pushing a little bit harder so that I'm getting a little bit deeper colour, and there'll be some definition for that pattern. So you can take our stencil away and you can see that you've got that really nice pattern showing from the stencil. So now I'm going to come in with the orange. And again, I'm going to start on the edge, work my way over, blend into the pink. And I found it didn't matter that I'd done the stenciling. Just blend those colours over. You can go back in and blend with the pink, so you get that really nice soft blend showing. Then I'm going to place my stencil back on, and I'm not going to worry about whether the pattern lines up because it's not going to. and I really didn't mind how it ended up looking. So again, come in, just add a bit more colour, a bit more pressure, down to blend into the pink. And then when I take this away, I've got some pattern over that orange area now of my stenciling as well. So lastly, going to come in with my yellow, my mustard seed, and again I'm going to pop the stencil down over the top. I'm not going to worry too much or at all about the pattern, and then just come back in and go over the top just to get that depth of colour, so that the pattern, the stenciling, is going to show through. So you can lift this up and check, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, so we can take our stencil away. Got to remember to clean that. And then we'll take this away, and look at that, lovely. Now, the reason I did the stenciling first was because I wanted to have a really nice dark impression. And I knew that if I did the stamped flowers first, then did the ink blending over the top, because it's got pigment and dye based and it almost looks chalky, it wouldn't be very black. So I wanted to get a really nice black impression, so that's why I'm doing the stamping next. Okay, so I bring my stamping press in, and I'm going to pop make sure I've got my card up the right way, pop that in there. And I'm going to use the same stamp because I love this great big stamp, and it's from my Blossoms and Blooms, and I just think it is it's a perfect one for this sort of technique. So if you wanted to colour, you could go off the page totally. If we wanted to bring this down, we could have the pattern going all the way off. I might do that a little bit actually. Let's try. No, I've got to come in a little bit because it's touching the edge. There we go. So I'll pick that up, and then I'm going to come in with my VersaFine and just ink my stamp up. I don't need to go down past, oh, it's almost to the edge actually. I didn't need to go down past the bottom of the card. Right, sorry about the camera wobble. Okay, I wanted to see if there was any more questions or anything. So I don't think so. Pink and orange does go well, so well together. And then that bit of mustard seed as well. Okay, so I'm just working down over that stamp. Now I've moved my card so it's not up into the corner, and I usually mark or have an idea of where the card is in case it moves when I open it up, because in case I wanted to stamp again, but I don't need to stamp it. Oh, even just that, how lovely does that just look? You can share some hearts, I don't mind. Okay, right, so I'm going to clean this, spritz my stamp. Thank you. I hope it's because you're just so involved with watching. You're not going to stop now, are you? Oh dear, that'll serve me right, won't it? Okay, so I'm going to put my stamp away. Right, next up, let's get this out of the way. Okay, you can stop now. Right, so next up, I'm going to foil my frame. Let's bring this up to there. Foil the frame, and then I'm going to foil the happy as well. And I'm going to do the birthday, and I've already die cut a couple of extra so I can layer it up. So we'll have the happy overhanging and the birthday. Actually, we'll have the birthday in there, and then I think we'll have the flower because I've got to foil the flower because I haven't done that yet, and the centre. Right, okay, so I'm going to do this. I think I'll do the frame in gold, and then shall we have, I've got pink or copper. Well, let's do a bit of, let's use all of them, and then we'll have the centre. Yeah, let's use all of them, why not? Okay, so I'm going to bring my laminator in and I'm going to switch it on. So this is a hot or cold laminator, so I've just put it on to hot. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Jane. I'm honestly, I was like, why have I never thought about this before? And then it was just like, oh, won't Hazel's frame just look fabulous foiled? Okay, so I'm going to use the gold glitter. This is probably one of my favourite ones, I have to say, because it's very forgiving, but it's just so pretty. Okay, so I need to cut. Oh, look at that, it's just about big enough. Now, but I don't need to worry if it moves or anything like that, and I'll explain about that to you in a second. Right, so let's pop that back in there. So while this is all heating up, the laminator, you can do this with an iron as well. I did actually do my sentiments with an iron yesterday, because I couldn't remember what I'd done with my laminator, and then I remembered. So we'll have Happy out of pink. Oh, and I think we'll do the flower in pink. And don't worry about if you cut, I always cut it just straight across, because you can always use the rest of the foil up. It doesn't have to be, you don't just use it once, you can use it lots of times. Right, and then, so we've got Happy, and then we'll have the birthday out of copper. And shall we do a gold? A birthday out of the copper. Shall we have, well, there'll be enough sparkly gold from out of the centre to do the centre of the flower, from the centre of the square. Right, okay. So I've got all my colours ready. I need a piece of, so that's going to be birthday. That's going to be the flower. And the Happy. Okay, so I have to wait until my green light comes on, which it has now. And you place, I like to place the foil down and then put my piece over the top, and I want to do the centre bit as well. And then I fold this shut, and then I do turn it over. So there is a chance that something could move, all right? So I'm going to pop this in. If it moves, it doesn't matter, because you can put it through again. If you get any areas at all that don't foil, you just put another piece of foil over the top, make sure there's coloured piece where you've got a bit missing, and it will foil it beautifully. And I keep all my spare pieces, like you just saw here, and I would put that through. This has been used, so you can see there's some bits missing, but there's all that green foil on there, so you could still use that, but you might need to put it through more than once to cover everything. Right, so let's have a look. Now, when you take this out, if you can see the pattern that you've just foiled, that's a pretty good indication that it's foiled nicely and it's stuck. Now, I have a crease here, so I've got a feeling that there's going to be some black bits still showing, but let's have a look. So you peel this back. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have got some black bits. So if you get any creases in your foil or any tucks like I did there, can you see? Yeah, there you go. You can see that it's black. Now, it's not really going to show on your card, but how amazing does that look? But I can put this back in. Let's just take the little stamen piece out. Look at that. Oh, how fab is that? Oh my, I just think it's just like, why have I never thought of this before? Okay, so it's only up on this line where it's not, it's got little bits missing. So if I just put that piece on the top, it's completely covered. Pop it back through, and now when that foil touches the black piece, the toner, it will stick where the toner is and where it hasn't on the first time. Okay, what's going on? Anyone else having stop and start issues? Oh no, I hope not. It is amazing. It does look like fireworks, doesn't it? It'd be fabulous for a 4th of July card. And there's 2 different sizes in the set as well. That's out of Beautiful Blooms. Okay, so now when I take this off, anywhere that was black, it will now be gold. So it's now foiled that for me. So, got a lovely gold frame, and we've got our gold centre of our flower. So now we can put our flower in, and you can do more than one piece at one time. So I do like to do it so that you want to put the word in against the back of it, because you obviously want the colour. So I mean, they do say put this down and put that over the top, so that you've always got the colour side up. Maybe that's the way I should really teach you. I just like doing it the other way so that I can see where it actually falls on the foil. But we can always put it through again, so it's not any great shakes. Okay, so isn't it just beautiful? So I put this over here, and I think I'm going to raise that up a little bit. So I can't think where my... This is really bad, isn't it? Because I don't use foam pads anymore. Because, oh, they're in here. I couldn't think where they were. I do have the little skinny ones, and these will be perfect to raise that up. But this is just like, I love this bit. It's so exciting. I mean, look, you can see. So it's stuck beautifully around the flower. So you know it's going to have foiled beautifully. Look at that. Oh, and then with that in the centre to match our frame. Oh my. And then you can see from your happy that that's stuck beautifully too. So just pull back the foil. Oh, it's just amazing. How lovely is that? And we've still got all this to use. So, and then the last one was we're going to do birthday and pop the copper down. See, I'd like to do it as close as I can to the edge so I'm not wasting any. Okay, and we'll just pop this through, and then that's all the foiling that I need to do. Right, I was going to show you, I just want to show you about, right, so you see on this one where it's got bits missing. So if I do this thank you, because I've got another thank you here, I will put this through. And obviously we're going to get areas where there isn't a bit. But if we then put it through again, it's going to cover up those areas so that the foil will actually stick where there is any black left. So my birthday, oh, look at that. Oh, how beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, so if we put thank you in, and I'm going to deliberately put it so that there's some bits missing, and we'll pop that through, but some of that foil that is still there will stick where it is black. Are the words frames, flowers, foilables, or did you die? No, I die cut them, Tina, from the Wow Fab Foil's solid panels. So these have got toner ink all over them so that the foil will stick. You could foil a whole sheet if you wanted to and then die cut it. Entirely up to you. Right, I mustn't I get very impatient and start pulling it through the laminator. I have to give it a chance. Right, okay, so there were definitely bits missing. But when you take this off, so okay, it's actually got like little flowers on it. How lovely is that? Don't know if you can see them. So it has got little areas of black where the flowers were. You can just about see it on here actually. Sorry, I'm giving my camera a chance to focus. So I can put this back in, pop it on an area where there is the foil and it's not already been used. But I have obviously used a bit more of that foil around the edge where the flowers were, because it will stick to where there is any, the black will attach the coloured foil wherever with the heat. I think I've got it across. I did really well with my iron yesterday, Jane. Obviously, a little bit trial and error to start with. I didn't have it on the highest setting. You must turn the steam off. But I didn't have any trouble with the iron at all yesterday. Okay, so I'm happy with that. And I'm happy with the U. So you can keep using this, even though it picked up all the bits that were left that were around the flowers. So just keep doing that until you get it covered how you want it. And then I tend to keep all these bits inside my bit of paper, and then they're ready to use again and use them up. Okay, so let's turn my foiling machine off because I think I'm done. So let me put this together. This is only going to be a quick, isn't it? But wow, impact. Okay, so I've got these brilliant foam pads, which I know I don't use foam pads really anymore because I use cardboard when I put things on, but obviously I can't use solid cardboard for this. So for something like this, these are absolutely brilliant. And they come in strips. They come in this tiny strip, and then they also come a little bit wider. I think these, I can't remember now, so long since I've used them, but they come in a thickness like this and then in a thickness like this. And the thinner one is absolutely perfect to do for this. What do you need to do the foiling, please? Okay, so you need, if you want to die cut like I have tonight, then you need some solid panels, which are from Wow Fab Foilers, but they're called solid panels. They do also do backgrounds and wording as well. And then you obviously need some Fab Foil, and you can die cut your own shape, which is what I've done tonight. Or I do have packs, hang on, I do have packs of foilables which come with sentiments, they come with flowers. Lots of the designs that I've had that have out of stock now, I turn into foilables. So these have this black ink on them that you then put a piece of foil over, put them through your laminator, and you've got beautiful foiled sentiments. So let's take off my backing papers. I am going to start doing, I think I'm probably going to do a Thursday and start doing, I'm not going to say every week because, you know, life gets in the way. But I am going to try and do, on a Thursday evening, we'll do throwbacks and we'll use things that aren't necessarily new, that you may still have in your stash. It might mean for some new people they're not able to get some of them, but I'll always try and use something that is relevant as well. Okay, so, but I do want to touch things or use things that we've already got. and go over. So things like the foilables, which would be lovely to show again, all sorts of things. Right, so I'm just building up because I'm going to overhang this. I just need a little bit on my H as well. And then I can stick the rest onto there. So that's going to come like that. And then the flower is going to come down in the corner. And then the birthday we'll have down in here. But that's got to be stuck together. Okay, so I don't need any more. Let's stick my centre on my flower, just so I don't lose that. So a little bit of glue. I'm just going to pop that into the centre of my flower. And remember, because it's foiled, it's shiny now, the pink underneath, so it's slippy. So just give it a little chance to go off. And I'm just bending up those stamens. A little bit of interest. Okay, then I've layered together, I die cut and layered just out of card 2 birthdays, so it makes it a bit more substantial. And then what I've been doing with my glue is putting some down on a piece of card, so I don't have it on my hand, because I look at my hand later and think, oh, what's going on with my hand? And it's the glue. So I thought, why don't I just put it on a nice piece of card or a scrap piece of card? Okay, so then I've just dabbed on some glue, and I want to make sure that I line it up. So you want to get it so that it's as lined up as possible. Because I haven't put much glue on, it sticks really quick. Okay, that's fine. So then I can put some more glue down. And then just pick up that. And then I'm going to put my flower down the bottom here. So I'll bring my birthday up a bit. Now I need to make sure that this is on nice and straight. Okay, then we can take the back end paper off for our happy. I think actually the first one that I'll do is the creator cards, which are pre-foiled. So again, it's going to be foiling, isn't it? Okay, let's just line this up, get that nice. And then a little bit of glue on the back. And just offset that down the bottom of my frame. Okay, so I do actually, I did have, I've done with that, nope, there, I did do, because I got a bit carried away, I really liked these, which I hope you do too. Let's have a closer look actually. I mean, look, how lovely does that look with all that foiling? And I really like that square frame around it as well. And then just that colour in the centre. So, yeah, I had never... Well, I'm sure Mariam must have shown me it, like with the die cutting and then being able to foil them. So die cutting them from those solid panels. So I did this as well, which... because I love the hexagon shape. So I think I'm going to pop the thank you. So let's put a bit of glue back down on my bit of card. I'm always grateful to have a thank you card in my stash. So I'm going to add the thank. And I haven't done it onto another layer. I've just done it directly onto my card this time. And then let's just offset that so it draws your eye to it. God, that pink. Thank you. Thank you for all the lovely comments. I'm just going to have a quick scan. So let me get these out of the way. And I was going to bring in, that was my other one, the With Love. And then I had that lovely other Happy Birthday. So let me quickly have a look at the comments, make sure there's nothing else that needs answering. I'm sure because Philippa and everybody's been watching. It is vibrant. I know, I love those outline flowers, Tracy, they're my favourite. Thank you, Philippa. Thank you, Brian. I know, I would say what's an iron as well, you know. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Tracy. Maxine. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Shirley. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Right, I'm going to just spin the camera. Bear with me, because I do like to say goodbye. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was a bit, it's 8:10, a bit short and sweet, but yeah, I just thought that was really lovely. And I'm blown away by how the sentiments look and the foiling. I just like, how lovely is it? Yes, you must get your foils out. Go on, have another go, Ruth. It's lovely. I think that's really what I want to do. I want to go back and look at things that we've bought and maybe haven't got, I'm as guilty, haven't got out for a while, you know. Maybe go back and look at some products that we haven't used for a while, or even go back to some beginning with the stamps too. But I do want to do one about the foilables at some stage, because I do think they're amazing. And you can make such beautiful cards with them. So, and if you love colouring, they're a really good one. And we've got lots of new people, so that would be a nice thing to cover. So, will it be this Thursday? Maybe not this Thursday. I did tonight, partly because Tracy was all ready to do it, but she's on babysitting duties, so she couldn't. So I thought, I'll do tonight. So I'm not promising on Thursday, it may be next week, but I do really want to start doing regular. I could do Thursday during the day. We'll see. Okay, I'll post on this page and obviously on the Friends as well. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely evening, and I can't wait to see what you create too. So please, yeah, post it in the Crafty Friends, and look forward to seeing all your foiled dies. Okay, have a lovely evening. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye.